I used to pray for those guys to be sick. Not permanently.
Right.
Not permanently. I'm not an animal.
Right. You're checking the injury report, and you're checking for good news.
Yeah. I'm just hope he's got the flu. Listen, he is the best football player in the National Football League, bar none. The best.
Non-quarterback.
Yeah, well, I don't count quarterbacks as football players. But he is bar none the best player literally in the league. The guy is absolutely amazing. He's smaller in stature. He's incredibly compact. He's unbelievably powerful. He plays with phenomenal leverage. His get-off, and when I used to study film with defensive linemen, I'd always ask our film guys to give me a sideline view. And because we just watch end zone stuff, right?
Right.
And I said, I want sidelines. I want to see the first guy off the ball. I want to see how quick he is off the ball. You want to see that
reaction time.
Right. There is nobody quicker off the ball. You watch him. The ball is snapped, and he's a yard into the backfield before everybody gets their hand off the ground.
Now, Stink, you believe that's taught, or you believe that's what you've been seeing? Guys have a gift for it.
A gift. The guys that can do that, the Warren Sapps of the world, the John Randalls of the world, they're born with that. That ability to react, the ability to come off the ball. And let me tell you, this guy had 20 and a half sacks, and he was double-teamed about 72% of the time.
Yeah, more than anyone in football.
Right. I mean, he is literally, he beats with his quickness, speed, and athleticism, he beats double teams before they can get to be double teams. Like, you slide the line of scrimmage there, and he's already by the guy. So if the guard is supposed to take his outside and leave part of him for the center, he's already by the guard before he can get to the outside. I mean, there's nobody in football like Aaron Donald.
When Stink says he's the best player in the league, and maybe even including quarterbacks, he's not saying the most impactful. It's just, if you say, what is a guy's job? How well does he do it? And what is the gap between him and whoever is second? That's where Donald is across the board clearly the best. Like, there's an argument about who's the best wide receiver in the league. There's an argument about quarterback. There's an argument about running back. There is no argument about his spot. D-tackle, it's Aaron Donald and everybody else by a wide margin. And what he can do, the reason that I said I thought he was the most impactful player on the field in the conference championship round, even though the stat sheet, he had almost zeros across the board, is he makes the other team play with one fewer person. All of a sudden, it's 10 on 9 because he's taking up 2 people. And so Sue played an excellent game. And the stat sheet would say Sue was way better than Donald. But Sue, for the first time in his career, he's not dealing with the double teams. He's not dealing with the offensive line game planning against stopping him. It's like you're in a spot where it's like, well, if Sue beats us, he beats us. What we can't have happen is Aaron Donald wreck the football game. And tell me if you guys disagree. Khalil Mack and the outside edge rushers, Von Miller, those guys are special players that can impact the game. But when your guy that can get to the quarterback at that rate is doing it from up the middle, it seems like that can have an even more detrimental effect of the offense. Because when he's getting off, it's going to take some amount of time for Khalil Mack to come off the edge. For Aaron Donald, when he does split the double team, or when they try to do a reach block, they don't get to him, he's at the quarterback instantaneously. No matter how quick your get-off is, your release is, he can be right there. He absolutely, it's not a hyperbole say, he can wreck any football game he's in.
We talk about the one thing the Patriots do so well is they'll take away your best weapon, no matter what it is. But that's on offense. Does the same apply on defense? Are they going into this game saying our main focus is going to be a guy like Aaron Donald?
It's always applied both sides of the ball for Belichick. Aaron Donald is Tyreek Hill. All right? We saw Tyreek Hill eliminated to 1 catch in this second meeting because they got used to the speed. They changed the double team, and they changed how they're going to attack him. I believe Aaron Donald is in a rare class. And I've been very, very fortunate that I played with 2 Hall of Famer defensive tackles in John Randall and Reggie White. Now, he's neither one of them as far as style, size, or how he's going to, but he has some of the attributes. And I believe in the game that we have today in the NFL, there's one name, or there's a couple names I can compare him to, but J.J. Watt is the only guy in the last 10 years that would rival Aaron Donald as far as reputation in the NFL. We also have Fletcher Cox in Philadelphia. He's one of the top 2 or 3 defensive tackles. I'm just going to show you how Belichick and what he's done against these players. J.J. Watt, 7 meetings, a half a sack. A couple times defensive MVP. He said the same thing. Go back and listen to the notes.
It's almost the exact same quote.
about J.J. Watt. So Belichick has been a genius in being able to eliminate not only offensive players, but defensive players and how he's going to attack them. Fletcher Cox, people talk about Philadelphia in the rush. What did he do in last year's Super Bowl? Go back and look at it. He had a 1 tackle, no sacks, didn't really have a significant meaning in the game. Their other players played well. So that's what I'm looking for Aaron Donald, the combination of what he's going to do affecting their blocking and what Ndamukong Suh does. Because I believe that this combination, this is the only way, and Todd Gurley, you're going to be able to beat New England and be able to match the physicality that they have.
One of the things you do, and so I've game planned against Reggie White. I've game planned against Lawrence Taylor. I've game planned against Junior Seau. And one of the things you do with these guys to slow them down is oftentimes you'll put a game plan in that runs at them. And you want to give them as many different looks as possible. I want them to defend the run at the point of attack. I don't want them to chase me down in the backfield because they're so fast. If you're trying to block back on Aaron Donald and run away from him, he'll beat that block back. He'll tackle you for a 3-yard loss. So I want him stagnant, right? Static, waiting to take it on.
Yes.
That's one of the things I want. Now, I want to do that in a variety of ways. He's so upfield. Can we put in a trap game? Can we put in a wham game? Can we get him up the field, invite him up the field because he's so explosive, and then have a tight end scramble his brains, right? That's what I want to be able to do. So I want to be able to affect him as much as possible in the running game, running at him and giving him a variety of looks. So at least I hope that he slows down a little bit and he's going, okay, where am I going to get hit from this time? Are they going to wham from the outside? On my outside, we'll run an outside play. So tight end comes across the formation this way, hits me in my ear hole on my right side, and then all of a sudden, the next one, we're going to come this way. We're going to hit him on my ear hole on the left side. Like, where are they coming from? Can I slow down so then all of a sudden I get a 5-step drop with 2 hitches? Can I slow him down enough to where we can actually block him? That's the question. And when you're an offensive game plan team, you attack guys like that. You attack them in the running game in hopes that slows them down in pass rush.
Well, and Aaron Donald, and where he is benefited and where the Rams have helped him out enormously, is trading for Fowler, acquiring Suh. So if the Patriots' entire game plan is to stop him, you can have other guys make an impact. We were talking before the show, the most notable instance of a defensive line really affecting the Pats in the Super Bowl, or in the playoffs, I should say, was the Giants in 07 in that NASCAR package, right? And that was because even if the Patriots went in the game saying, we're not going to let Strahan kill us, OC was coming, Kiwanuka was coming, they had other people, Justin Tuck was coming. And so even if the Patriots do a brilliant job of J.J. Watting Aaron Donald as far as slowing him down, okay, so that's when the Rams offseason comes into play and their midseason with Dante Fowler comes into play.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.